Oh, lots going on. I was getting everything set up and the time just flew. I had people sending me stuff. Hi, Mark. How you doing? I had people sending me stuff. Gina just sent me this, and it got me distracted. But it's my fault. There's a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Jeff. Lori, hello. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Palio, how you doing? Jane, Kelly, Beverly, P, Freya, how's everybody doing? Rick, again, coming on fast. Jeff, John, how you doing? God bless, brother. John just sent me something just now, and I did see it. I'll show that in a minute. How's everybody doing? Robin, Tijuana, the fifth, Mark. God bless. Jim, how you doing? Narrow Way, God bless. Kate, how you doing? Gina just sent me this about the banks, about over in England too. They were talking about the same thing. Becca, how you doing? Peter, Scribe, how you doing? Amanda, Paula, Verna, Ronnie, how you doing? Charles. Prepper Camper, how you doing? God bless. Susan, how you doing? Gina just gave me this about the money. They are talking about this over in Europe. They're only going to let you take so much money out of the bank. Tammy, how you doing? So she sent me this. Let's go over the Queen first. The Queen, it says right here, this is an article today about the Queen. The Queen, it says, mourners say goodbye to the Queen. It says, as close to heaven as I am going to get right here. As close to heaven as I'm going to get. Very interesting. They also well, I'm going to have to pull it up, something else. The Queen, people sent me this. Thank you for sending it to me. Queen Elizabeth, they quoted Revelation 21 at her wedding. Revelation 21. They quoted it. And they also quoted it at their Queen's grandparents' funeral. Well, Revelation 21, it says, 1 through 7, it says, he that overcome shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Very interesting. The Queen had, well, that was a quote at the funeral. Excuse me, at the funeral. That was a quote right here. Revelation 21, 1 through 7. He that overcomes. That was quoted at the funeral. Right here. He that overcomes shall inherit all things and will be his God, and he shall be his son. He quoted this right here. And this was an article today on the Queen. As close as to heaven as I'm going to get. Very interesting. So, There's a lot of stuff to go over. So the earthquakes, they know it. They're trying to push it off. This was just today. There are a number of reasons why it might seem as if we have experienced more earthquakes. This is today, this is something that I was talking about in my videos right here, to watch about earthquakes coming up in September towards the 26th, which is only 6 days away. This is what we're coming up on. Here's the 19th right here. We're getting closer to Jupiter, as I was talking about. Right there. It's also the moon is going to be between us too. This was brought to me by, I believe this was Jeffrey gave me this. Jeffrey gave me stuff. John gave me stuff. Gina gave me stuff. A lot of people gave me stuff. It says right here, this is on the 24th. Is it pretty clear? Is it pretty clear? Looks clear to me. It says right here, it says volunteers needed for a mass casualty exercise Saturday the 24th. Very interesting. Volunteers needed. Volunteers needed as actors for a full-scale exercise on Saturday morning the 24th. Very interesting. Thanks for this. Also, too, I was sent this. There's a map showing everywhere Amazon is closing its warehouses across the country. So this is a article. I confirm this. I try to confirm all my articles that I have that people send me. So they are saying that this map shows Amazon closing warehouses across the country. This right here is what I was sent. I think it was Jeffrey. John sent me some stuff. It says right here, Amazon is closing. This was 11 minutes ago when they got it. And this was today they sent this to me. Amazon is closing, canceling, and delaying warehouses across the U.S. after its pandemic expansion left it with too much space. It's very interesting that they said the pandemic left them too much space. It says 1,250 Amazon facilities in the U.S. is dropping to 271. That is a huge decrease. That comes to 78% of the U.S. facilities to be shut down. It is all going according to plan, as they will help further collapse the economy with a ripple effect. This is what somebody's put out about this. And these are the locations right here these are the locations right here, down here. So, as I said about the planets getting closer to Jupiter, this is also, I had somebody say that this could be the magnetic fields of all these planets. It could be. That could be why they're lighting up. Gina gave me this. The banks are preparing for mass bail-ins while restricting withdrawals. Mary Greeley just came out with a 4.4 earthquake in Las Vegas. This is very uncommon, Arizona, to have earthquakes. And this was a 4.4. Dutch Sense came out with a video about, this was just 3 hours ago.
Got breaking news for everybody. An extremely large earthquake has now struck in Central America off the coast of Mexico. 7.6 magnitude. This is the exact magnitude we had warned for the East Pacific. If you didn't know that I had issued a warning for the East Pacific, please jump over and check my other videos over on YouTube over this past week. The reason we issued a warning for a 7.6 earthquake, 7.5 to 7.6, to strike in the East Pacific was the combined total of all the 7.0 level activity over in the West Pacific, adding up to 7.5 to 7.6. Mexico has a tsunami warning issued at the moment, and if we jump over and check the USGS tsunami warning page, which is tsunami.gov, you'll see that.
So as I talked about this before, the earthquake's increasing. This right here, this came out today. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a, supposedly, scientists just observed something massive behind the sun during the daytime.
The sun is perhaps its most enigmatic aspect.
Which we've been saying that all along.
Earth comes from this source. This hot, luminous ball of hydrogen and helium sits at the center of the solar system. The diameter of 1,392,000 kilometers, the sun is 109 times wider than Earth. The sun is a yellow dwarf star that is 4.5 billion years old. It is the only star in our solar system located about 150 million kilometers from Earth. On our home planet, life as we know it, with no system, it is nearing the sun every day. In this video, we'll tell you about Parker's Solar Probe and its Parker Solar Probe at NASA headquarters to pinpoint its point of origin.
So they've been saying a lot of stuff about stuff going on. So says right here, a global crisis in the USA online conference on September 24th will be a historic moment for America. So it was given to me. It could have been by Gina. Gina says right here, the 24th date keeps popping up. 24th, 25th, 26th. We'll see what happens. It says the global crisis in the USA online conference on September 24th, 2022 will be a historic moment. This is exactly what I've been saying in my videos, as I said, and other people have made videos about it too. That was the video right here, events, right here. This is exactly what I was talking about. I went live on this. The 24th, the events. He says it right here. It says a day you'll remember.
Ich weiß noch genau, wo ich war. Herren, liebe Kolleginnen und Kollegen, dieser 24. September 2022.
Right there, he said September. So this article right here is a confirmation. This is another confirmation. I've showed other confirmations about this. This is another article. So this says right here, says Global Crisis USA online conference on September 24 will be a historic moment for America. '24th at 11 a.m. So this is another warning, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's an article somebody sent me, and we'll see what happens. I showed you about the Queen. This is an article. This is CBS. It says, as close as heaven as I am going to get. Very interesting. The Queen also, as I said, Revelation 21, the verses that they read at her funeral was Revelation 21, verses 1 through 7. She says right here, they also read that at the King George V and Queen Mary in 1936 and 1953 at the funerals of her father. Read at the Queen's father's funeral. So these were read at the Queen's father's funeral also. And Revelation 21 is right here. Like I said, I was given this by somebody, and I checked into it, and yes, it does say it. So it says right here, it says, Holy City, prepare the bride, adorn her for her husband. Prepare the bride, adorned her for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. So this is talking about tabernacles in and then it says down here, if you read it, he that sat on the throne, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, these words are true and faithful. Same thing as Revelation. That's the same thing about the bride, faithful and true. And he said to me, It is done, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give him with of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcome will inherit all things, and I will be their God, and he shall be my son. So this is exactly what the Queen's funeral, she read at her funeral, as I showed right here. So, like I said, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I'll see what John sent me. Thank you, John. John sent me something else. This is very interesting right here. I didn't even check and see what the stock market was today. Oh, what do you know? It went up a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Keep watching. Thanks, John. Okay, here's another thing. This is very interesting. Says the IDF may launch an extensive military operation in the coming days. So this could happen right here. Right here. This is what we should look for too. Says the IDF, the Israel IDF may launch an intensive military operation in the coming days. So there you go. That's something that we should be looking for. So see what's going on here. That's why I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was a little late. $10 hours ago. Israel enemy, which this is Syria. Israel enemy may launch a massive aggression in Syria in the next 24 hours. So this is exactly what John said. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. This is exactly what John said. So this is a confirmation of what John said. And if you go 24 hours, that goes to that 24 hours, that would be coming about the 22nd. So that's right on schedule. Right on schedule. Says right here, says Israel enemy may launch a massive aggression with Syria in the next 24 hours. This could take out Assad, as I've talked about before. Thank you, John. Harvest Amazing Grace, God bless. And like I say, I'm trying to read this stuff and trying to just get it out there. Tina, God bless. So, Andy, how you doing? Thank you. Like I said, you guys are awesome. Like I said, all this stuff is from you guys. I would have checked this right here. John confirmed this. So thank you, John. Right here, he confirmed it. So right here, this is exactly what they're talking about. So the Syria is talking about the same thing. Get rid of this. See what's going on in let's go China. What's going on over there? China sent military to Russia. I'm assuming everybody knew about that. And we threatened to protect Taiwan. Nothing really going on. Here's a Russian release right here. Just talks about stuff going on over in Ukraine, mainly. This drill was carried on in China, so I'm assuming this is for Taiwan, something in Taiwan. That's about it. See what's going on here. One hour ago. See what's going on here. Well, that's very interesting. Says practically with caution that the remains necessary until the last minute. The process of drafting an agreement was launched that included an Israel declaration with America and France, an international guarantee that Lebanon has the full economic right in all areas north of the 23rd line and in the reservoir of field even extends into Palestine. So I don't really know what that means, but interesting. So that's about it. Just an update. Hope you're all doing well. We'll see what happens. So the earthquakes, I'll just do a review. The earthquakes, they're just, they're trying to brush it off, making excuses, but it does say this. There are a number of reasons why it might seem as if we are experiencing more earthquakes. So they are admitting it, but right here, this was given to me by, I think Jeffrey. I think Jeffrey gave me this. They're having a volunteers needed as actors for full-scale exercise on Saturday morning, September 24th. Map shows Amazon closing. This was on Wednesday. I confirmed this with another article right here. They're closing. This 24th right here, I made a video about this. The 4th. September 4th. Prepare. This right here is the alignment as I've been talking about, and this is why we're getting more earthquakes, I believe. As I showed in my last video, there is something pulling our magnetic field from behind. Magnetic field from behind, and that is, I believe it's Jupiter, something. Also, too, I've had videos where they said that there's going to be the meteors. Didymus is coming right through here. Didymus is coming right through here. And that's on the 4th. Talked about that. This is Gina gave me this. Thank you, Gina. They're talking about stopping the money flow, restricting withdrawals. Restricting withdrawals. They're already talking about this, and there's many articles about this over in England, overseas. I think in Germany also. Earthquakes right here. This is in Las Vegas. There's also a 7. The last few days, there's been 7s all over the place. This is 7.6. I've been talking about this for the last week or so. This right here, there's many articles on this. You can do this. NASA warns. There's a lot of articles out right now about NASA warns. This week, NASA warns of the explosion. This was 4 days ago. I've had videos on this.
One of the most eagerly anticipated.
I made videos on this. NASA warns of huge asteroid heading for Earth. I've been talking about that. NASA warns the public. Will these asteroids hit Earth? NASA warns about whatever. You see it. The first time I've seen this one. Sexy aliens. Very interesting. NASA just shut down live feeds as something massive showed up at International Space Station. This is 2 days ago. Very interesting. Solar flares. They're talking about solar flares and solar flares, but we know that's going on. NASA to crash spacecraft into asteroid. Been talking about that. NASA mission deflect asteroids potential doomsday. Talked about that. DART mission. Coming darkness. Germany warns Russia. So there's a lot of stuff going on. NASA leaks something horrifying is happening on Jupiter. Here's another article. This was, I don't think I played this one.
NASA leaked something horrifying is happening to Jupiter. After the James Webb Space Telescope was successfully launched, NASA has been releasing astral images to the public with greater clarity than previously. Now, NASA's replacement for the Hubble telescope has captured a stunning image of Jupiter, our solar system's most popular gas giant. A fresh perspective of the planet with its hazy rings.
Maybe I did play that. I might have played that, so I don't want to do a rerun. I said the Queen, I talked about the Queen and what she read. And this was in CBS, which I thought was very interesting. It says right here, says, as close to heaven as I'm going to get. Well, I hope so. I hope we're out of here. So, John sent me something else. I'm going to check that out a minute. Thank you, John. Turkish tensions escalate, focused on Ukraine conflict. Yep, there's a lot of stuff going on over there. And like I said, I did know about this. It says this is going on. So God bless. I'm going to end my video here. I just wanted a update for everybody. And Kelly, God bless. Okie girl, God bless. Like I said, we'll see what happens. Things are heating up as we talked about. The 25th is 25th. Camelia's leaving the country. She's going to the funeral. So, God bless everybody. Lee, Bride for Jesus. God bless. Tony, Peter, everybody. Peter sent me some stuff. Everybody sends me stuff. And this is just an update. Kelly, God bless. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. I want to keep on track.